Hey up everybody, how are we doing? A massive thumbs up to you. Hope you're doing good, hope you're doing great. Welcome back to the channel. Now I'm doing this video on the 25th of January, which is nearly towards the end of January, obviously. Sorry, I'm just stroking Millie. What are you doing, Mill? I'll show you Millie in a minute. Yes, it's nearly towards the end of January, and I thought I'd do an update on the back to basics January, or low spend January, no spend, whatever you want to call it. To me, it's back to basics. Now, to me, it's gone okay. Now, I'll always be upfront with you guys, and I'll never lie. If something goes wrong, something goes wrong. Things have gone wrong, but the majority of it I've claimed back, which I'll talk to you in a minute. But in all fairness, it's not gone bad. It's with anything, we're sorting out your finances, starting again from scratch. There's always going to be little hiccups on the way, the things you've forgotten about, especially like auto renewals. Is a major thing. If you've got auto renewals on stuff, even if you don't know that they're auto renewal, like antivirus for your computer, I'd forgotten about that. So I think it was about 6th, 7th, 8th of January. Over £100 was taken out of my bank. Damn! For a year's subscription, I'm not paying that. No. No. Forgot all about it. This was McAfee for my laptop. I thought, Jesus, that's not good. That's not good. Luckily, with anything like that at all, if you catch it quick enough, you can get your money back, but you have to be quick. So I always stress to people, myself included. Also, I realised fast enough that it had gone out. So if you keep checking your bank account, I check mine every day, religiously, just to see if anything's gone out there. Millie's after another chew, she's under the table. That's what you can hear. So I checked it and I knew it had gone out. So contacted them and said, look, didn't realise auto renewal, I'd like to cancel, blah blah blah, and they gave my money back. Now it took a few days. Exactly, Mel. What you lost? Hold on, we've lost a ball. That's what she wants. Get your ball then. Got it? You'll hear a squeak in a minute. Oh no. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Thanks, Mel. Thanks for the squeaky toy. Yes, I got my money back, and because I was quick enough, it was no problem. It took, I'd say it'd be about 10 days for the money to go back in my bank account. Excuse the squeaky ball, I do apologise. That's Millie. But eventually I got it back. So if you catch these things early enough, you have got the right to get your money back. I'm not going to say you've got right on everything, but the majority of things you have. Now I had that happen. I've got a subscription to English Heritage Society, or something like that it's called. So it gives you, you pay for like a year and you could get to all these different places in England, like by just showing your card, like free of charge basically. But I knew this year I won't be doing really as much as that, and I probably won't be going to any of those sort of sites. So I thought, right, well, I need to unsubscribe really and stop it. I'd forgotten. I'd forgotten about that, and of course then they took 80 odd quid out. This is all in the same month. So like even frugal people that spark on about, you need to keep up to date with all this and other, we get it wrong. And I'll report this to you when I do it, because this is what happens. It's life, you forget about things. But anyway, they were brilliant. I contacted them and I said, I'm really sorry, don't want to do it this year, blah blah blah. Fantastic. Again, the money I think it was 10 days again, came back into the account. Not a problem. If you're quick, you can sort this out. And then there was a couple of things that I thought I'd unsubscribed, hadn't. And then things I wanted to unsubscribe and I did, like Amazon, stuff like that. So January, I think it's the same last January as well, is always a month where you're trying to save as much money as you can, but sometimes things go wrong. But it makes it better for February because you've got rid of those certain items and things that you don't need. So February is usually a bit better, and it's always trial and error. You could do all you can to keep on top of stuff, but sometimes things slip the net, and that's what's happened with me. So yeah, it happened. Sorted it, all done. All the things that need to be sorted out are sorted out. Any other subscriptions are cancelled, so I don't need them anymore. And I do try, if I can, keep an eye on the subscriptions, like write them down, put them on the calendar, whatever. And also I've got them on my calendar when things go out. It happens. Some people are a lot more organised than what I am. I like to consider myself fairly organised to a certain degree, but mistakes happen. But anyway, it's all sorted out in the end. Which is the best thing. And as for spending wise on food and stuff, yeah, not bad at all. I've lived off what I can in the cupboard, fridge and freezer. I've had to do some shopping because you get to a point where you've got lots of things still in those areas, but you can't do a lot with them because you need things to go with them, if you get my gist. So I've had to do a little bit of shopping, but brilliant, absolutely brilliant. My food bill is, in a minute, it's about between 120 and 150 a month. That's where I'm living at my means. If I want to live below my means, I could go lower. But because I can do that, I do that. But because I'm now living below my means, I've managed to do my shopping for £75 this month. Now, some people are still saying probably, that's way too much. You could spend a lot less than that. I probably could. And I know I could. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to save more money, but I'm doing it in a safe way. Like, you can live on porridge for a week, beans for a week. You can live on next to nothing. But if you've got the money there to live better and not feel miserable, especially in January and February, when, quite frankly, they are very miserable months, then why deprive yourself of those things? You've got to find a balance. And that's the key thing with any frugality way or challenge or trying to save a few quid. You've got to find that balance of what is essential, what's going to give your life meaning. I mean, with food, do what you can to save as much money as you can on food, but then don't leave yourself hungry. I mean, I'm a big guy, I eat way too much, and I know that. But that's me. But you don't want to leave yourself hungry, don't want to leave yourself deprived in nutrients. You've got to, again, find a balance. I just repeat myself, never mind. But it is all trial and error, like I said earlier, on anything like this. So I always find January is always a bit of a doing your best what you can to save money, but it's kind of a setup for February. It's always a trial and error month, was what I'm trying to say. But I'm quite happy with how it's gone, and when we get into February, it'll be much better, hopefully. And as for January, as for January being miserable and horrible, and I hate it, I really hate it. It has been really good in a way, because I have managed to do stuff for free, go out to places, go for a wander, get stuff from the free shop, which I call it here, you know, that have out of date items to get rid of. Yeah. Now when you're doing anything like this, living off basics, making your money stretch, you still got to have fun. You still got to do things give you enjoyment, because if you don't, you'll drive yourself batty. You'll be climbing the walls, because especially with January, it's obviously miserable. The weather's always rubbish, and there's not a lot out there because everybody's in the same boat. We're all skint, you know. You have to find ways of amusing yourself, and you've got to do that. And yeah, I found things to do, get myself occupied. So I've just got to do the same in February, and we're all right. Fingers crossed. Now I've got to show you Millie, because she's sulking because I won't play with her and the ball. What are you doing down there? Are you sulking? You coming here? Come on then. Come on. Come on. Nope. I'm just going to lay here. That's my furry child. Oh, she's moving now. It's come through. Okay. Yes. I'll play ball with you in a moment. So yeah, all in all, January, not too bad at all. Could have gone better, could have gone worse. So how you guys got on? Have you got on all right? How's January been for you? Anything unpredictable happened? Let me know in the comments. Let's have a chat, and I will get back to comments properly, because just lately I've just been hearting comments. I have been reading your comments, don't get me wrong, I do read them, but I just haven't got a chance to comment on everyone back. So now I'm sort of getting caught up with everything. I will start commenting on the comments once again. And yeah, here we go into February. See what happens. Now, if something does happen in the last few days of January, I will tell you in February's video. Promise. So be good, be frugal. See you next time, guys. Let's smash it. January done, into February we go. Bye, guys.